A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Fake for Swift, now Goff. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And Danielle Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they get after them early.
On second and a long way to go. Goff, he's airing it out for Williams. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Man, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack our offense?
Throw left side on target to Thielen. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Cousins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw is Cousins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here we go on 4th down. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over. Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader." One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now gone. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 36 yards on the play. That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game. Here's 2nd and 10. Again, Goff. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. This defense for the Vikings, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season. And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Goff. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. When you think of guys that are built to be big on, and now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has a little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Cousins. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The Vikings are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
7-7, our score after one.
The score tied 7-7.
Cousins again. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins, he'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Open man is Thielen. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. offense ready to kick off their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Looking to throw again on second down. Goff. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
From the 50, it's gone. Under pressure, and down he goes. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. A shotgun snap for Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Goff now to throw. He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. On the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Cousins now. This ball complete to Rager. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll fake the give. Now gone. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And, oh, that would get a right-up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Around the NFL, 2nd quarter in Indianapolis. And the Chiefs have jumped out to an early lead in their ballgame. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
To the air, which really isn't a major surprise, but how about the coverage? They're able to bat it down.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. And this is caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. And excellent. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Throwing, Cousins. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Keneduagu now out of his end zone. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it.
And a third interception thrown by Cousins.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
After the interception, here's Goff. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
Vikings 14. Jack Fox to kick off.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Jack Fox to kick off for
the Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
first down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to sit there ready to answer it.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Now Goff on first down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Batchley, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Lions 28, Vikings 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Very nice catch there by Justin Jefferson, one of the best receivers in the game. After just 2 seasons in the league, as a rookie, second-team All-Pro, and then in his second year, was second in the league in yardage. This guy continues to grow and get better with every game.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in, and he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On play action, Cousins. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now an end around as Cousins will just pop this forward.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Cousins. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. T.J. Hawkinson, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are back within a score.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he returns this to the 22. Offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but he falls incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give him credit on it. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Cousins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Lions are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Goff. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. They'll find him. Find him.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Goff.
And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw, Goff. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a two-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a two-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Nuwanger now from his end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Cousins throwing quickly out for Jefferson.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
From just shy of midfield, Cousins.
And quickly finding Reagor. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Cousins again. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Jalen Reagor,
His first touchdown of the new season.
and the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, in that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A shotgun snap for Goff.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Oh, boy, you got a favorable spot there. The guys on the sidelines were raising their hands over their head and clasping their hands to signal safety. But the official marked it just outside the end zone at the 1-yard line.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
Got to be careful here, backed up this deep on 3rd down. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th. Here comes the Lions punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson.
It'll be a gain of 5. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Third and short yardage, Cousins.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Cousins.
And he's got this to Jefferson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pickup there at 22.
Cousins going to bat it forward here on the jet sweep.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's Cousins. Touchdown, Vikings! T.J. Hawkinson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Well, part one is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Goff now to throw.
He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted.
Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings have just about sewn up this football game.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So with that knee, 3 weeks in the books, and they creep above 500 now at 2-1.
You know, I played with a guy once after taking a knee at the end of the game, and he came in and grabbed the equipment manager and said, make sure you watch that spot, you know, special, because I just took a knee for the win. That tells you how much guys enjoy that, because getting a win, no one takes it for granted.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So with that neat 3 weeks in the books, and they creep above 500 now at 2-1.
You know, I played with a guy once after taking a knee at the end of the game, and he came in and grabbed the equipment manager and said, make sure you watch that spot, you know, special, because I just took a knee for a win. That tells you how much guys enjoy that, because getting a win, no one takes it for granted.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Minnesota, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks.